viewers and subscribers, welcome to another 876 report video. So guys, the opposition member of parliament for South East St. Ann, Lisa Hanna, has warned the government to be careful how it moves to persecute Jamaicans who they found to be in breach of the COVID-19 quarantine orders. So Hanna's statement came after the Prime Minister made a statement in Parliament on Tuesday, and he was saying that he's seen where people are not obeying the home quarantine orders, and majority of the people who should be quarantined at home are going about their business like an everyday thing. And majority of the persons that came in since the country opened, those persons should be quarantined, and it's around 20,000 people that should be quarantined right now, but based on photos they're seeing on Facebook, Instagram, it appears that they're not obeying. So Andrew was saying that he is going to start charging people not obeying these home quarantine orders, and if the people them can prove, say, the Facebook photos, the Instagram photos was taken 2-3 years ago, them are gonna get charged. And them have the evidence, cause guys, and everything good for post up on Facebook and Instagram, because look at this now. The Prime Minister said unless they can prove that the photos were taken 2 to 3 years ago, them are gonna get charged. That's what he's saying, and they're gonna use that as evidence. So basically, they're saying that they're gonna put that in order right now, and they're finalizing everything. And them have about 50 people or 50 cases already for people who's going to get charged, and that's gonna come out in a couple days. So Lisa Hanna was saying, that's not a good move. And it just does not make sense. Hear what she has to say.
More conscious, I was watching television the other day, and the lady sitting in the market when the journalist said to her, and she said, well, how you don't have on your mask? And she said, look, me never decide to come out here to spend all day. So I'm saying to you, the prosecution, and I've heard the Minister of Local Government, and I understand the need to have people being compliant, but those of us who have to be among people, and when other persons see us on social media, for instance, and they say, well, why aren't you doing this, and what are you doing out there in the crowd? I don't think ordinary Jamaican people understand that as members of Parliament, we are the interlocutors or sometimes the conduits that prevent social mayhem, because people can actually touch and feel our presence when they have nobody else to go to. So in these systems of COVID protocols, and we are exempt, yes, so we can go in and we can do it. I'm asking you to help me to understand, for instance, how do I justify my own actions when I go in and see a group of children who run and hold you, or when you see an old lady who has nothing else. And I think sometimes we have to communicate those matrices to people when we're even looking at it, and I understand that you are looking at it. But as somebody who is guilty, and I will say it, that when I go in, sometimes I take the mask off and I just don't have hands, right? That's why I said prosecute me, even though I haven't traveled overseas. So I don't want to be in a situation where my people of my constituency, when you see them out there, the municipal police going draw down on them. So we have to come up with a mechanism, because all of us are there. All of us are in our constituencies. We have to be there. We have to come up with a mechanism, Prime Minister, that either gives the things to the people. Maybe there's a dispensary, there's something that allows them to wear the mask, or the social distancing with people is not holding, and I don't want the remedy to be prosecutorial, is what I'm saying. So as MPs, I think we need to be a little bit more understanding of how we're going to address that problem.
You have raised a dilemma that all members of Parliament face. When I go into my constituency, I can't say to them, no, no, no. I will say social distance, and some of them will back up, but others will just kiss them teeth and come and hug you up. Anyway, that's the reality of our jobs. I continue to, at every speech, every engagement, to remind people that we are still in a pandemic. As we enter the holiday period, and most of you will go back to your constituencies, we may, well, you know what I mean. You'll be preparing for back to school and all the other your back to school treats and all those things. Yes, you don't do a back to school treat. No, you can do a 20 in groups. You can do a mobile treat, which is very good. Anyway, why am I giving them all the ideas? But, Mr. Speaker, we may have to contemplate the distribution of masks. We may have to contemplate the production and distribution of masks. Now that you have raised it, it is something that I'm going to look at in a serious way to see how the government could support such an initiative. And that's what I think we could do.
So yes, guys, I understand say this thing don't done yet, and apparently it don't look like it ready for done yet, even though the news not talking about this thing like it used to come every night on TVJ and CVM, where everybody talking about this thing, wash your hands, this. No, not because it's not being talked about that much doesn't mean that this thing gone. It's still there. It's still there in Jamaica. Every other day new cases come out. So I kind of understand what Andrew say, because he's trying to protect Jamaicans. He's trying to protect our country, and he's putting every other measures in to ensure that, hey, this thing is not getting out of hand. Although, to be quite honest, the thing already get out of hand, because once I open the country back and provisions coming in, obviously it's going to rise. But he is still trying to put things in measure. I want to hear what you think. And that's not the only thing they're contemplating right now. They're also contemplating if they should start charging persons for not wearing their mask, for not obeying the law that says persons should be wearing their mask. Because if you go out and you see persons, they have on the mask, yes, but the mask that underneath them chin or the mask in them hand, some persons are just not wearing their mask. So they're saying that they're going to start charging persons for not obeying the law that says to wear masks. So it's not just for persons who are not quarantine or not obeying the quarantine orders. They're also looking into charging persons for not wearing their mask. So guys, I want to hear what you think. Do you agree with this law, this new law that they're going to put out for persons who are not obeying these rules to be charged, or do you disagree? I want to hear what you think. Drop a comment and let me know. Guys, if you're new to my channel and it's the first time you're seeing 876 Report, please remember to subscribe, hit that notification bell, give me a thumbs up, and thanks for watching.